What's up, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading. My name is Drea. This is 33 of Swords Tarot. Welcome in if you guys are new, and welcome back if you're returning. Right away, you guys, I'm getting this image or this feeling of some of you guys could be dancers, but Spirit's kind of telling me, like, move your body in a new way, if that makes sense. So if you are like used to working out, like maybe like very, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, like aggressively, or like in a masculine way, like heavy workouts, running, cardio, maybe try yoga, right? Like try the yin version of that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like movement in a new way. Try something new when it comes to the movement. I don't know what that's about, but that's what I was hearing. Okay, guys, we're going to start this reading. As you guys can see from the thumbnail, this is about the full moon in Gemini. This is taking place today. If you're watching this in real time, November 27th. If not, don't worry about it. If you resonated with the title, then there could be a message in here for you. If not, then it's not for you, right? Take what only resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. But let's get into it, you guys. Full moon in Gemini. This is about completions around communication. As far as communication, we're talking about the stories, the narratives that we write about ourselves and the people in our lives, the experiences that we've gone through, right? So say somebody hurt you, you immediately write this narrative about that person. They're mean, they're greedy, they're narcissists, they this and that, they use people, whatever, right? Because of our pain, we're writing this story. Our ego is. Then we start writing a story about ourselves, like we're unworthy of love. They left me because this, that, and the other, right? So there's so many stories that don't serve us anymore that we're constantly telling ourselves for, protection, to make sense of the situation, whatever. And Spirit's like, it's time to release some of those. Okay. So what do we have for Scorpio? Be honest with yourself, Scorpio. Be honest with yourself. Damn. Interesting. We have creative project at the bottom of the deck, though. Definitely getting a mix of two messages here. With that message of picking up, like, move, do something different, right? But be honest with yourself is the main message here, you guys. It says, look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. If you guys have Libra placements, or if you're on the cusp, or if you're dealing with a Libra, definitely check out that reading. They got the card, What Do You Desire? And it just reminded me of that when it said, focus upon your true desires and they'll come to you. But let's read this. You receive this card as a gentle confrontation because the angels know you've been hiding from your true feelings. You've probably been afraid that if you admitted how you honestly felt, you'd be overwhelmed with feelings and faced with making some necessary changes that you feel unprepared for. Yet the angels assure you that it's healthiest to face the situation with honesty. They will help you with your emotions, relationships, and any support you need to make positive changes. However, the angels remind you to focus only upon your desires and not upon your fears, so that you can attract the former and not the latter. You guys, when this is talking about, like, the narratives that we write, for example, let's go back to that first example. If someone hurts you, you start writing this narrative about, like, who you are as a person. I only attract shitty people. I'm not worthy of love. That must be what that means. I'm just a bad person. I can't do anything right. Right. That's what you start attracting. You start attracting people that justify that narrative. And say you start talking about this person in a bad light, right? You just had like maybe it's just a small argument, but you start to build this story about who they are, and that kind of solidifies who they are, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Like, say someone didn't communicate a problem with you and you guys aren't speaking right now, but there's possibility for forgiveness and to talk things through. But because you keep saying, like, no, they're a bad person, like, no, they did this to me, they hurt me, blah, 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 you're kind of solidifying them in that energy. Because, we create our reality. They might not be that to other people. They might not be that at their core, but because that's how you see them, that's the perspective in your reality. So it's true to you, right? Maybe you do this a lot with people and it, like, solidifies this negative narrative around a lot of things. Additional meanings for this card is the situation will improve when you face it squarely. You deserve better. Trust your own feelings, even if others don't agree. Don't give away your power to others. Avoid getting caught up in the illusion that this is the way it is. Yep. You write the story here, Scorpio. All right. So let's just jump it. I keep seeing the Chariot in the reverse though. A lot of you guys are feeling really stuck, stagnant, or really trying to force something here. Really trying to force something. When I see the Chariot, sometimes it reminds me of like, a car stuck in the mud, but like turning its wheels, just forcing it, but it's just digging itself deeper into the ground. What do we have for Scorpio here? What do we have for Scorpio, please and thank you, Spirit? Whoa, okay. 2 cards. We have Judgment. Yep. And the 2 of Wands, you guys. If this is not saying to be honest with yourself, I don't know what is. There's a decision that you guys are trying to make, right? With this 2 of Wands, this is, should I stay or should I go? This direction or that direction? And also, this is talking about movement. You guys, isn't that what I was saying at the beginning? There's a need to move in a different way. Now, maybe it's not that literal, maybe it's not about literally moving your body in a different way. There's a need to move in a different way, right? You guys, that's funny how Spirit gave me that. And you're looking towards this judgment to your guides, to your angels, to whoever you have faith in. And you're like, okay, help me figure this out, yo. I don't know which way to go. I know I got to move differently. Now, it could be talking about moving differently, like, oh, you guys, I'm getting a lot. Okay, like, like when people like, you know, say, gosh, the English language is so interesting. You know how like in slang terms you say, like, I see you, I see how you move, right? I see how you operate. Spirit wants you to say that to yourself. Spirit wants you to be like, okay, it's time to move differently. It's time to operate differently, right? I can't act this way anymore. With the Judgment upright, I do like that, okay? Because if it was in the reverse, I'd be a little worried for you guys. I'd be like, okay, it doesn't look like you want to learn this lesson. With it upright, I do feel like most of you guys are going to be like, okay, I'm open to this lesson that I need to learn because something's got to give now. There's been too much force, like trying to force yourself in another direction or force yourself not to see what needs to change or force yourself to make something stay, right? I don't know. I don't know exactly what this is about, but we'll clarify some more. Let's get one more card here. The Lovers in the reverse. This has been showing up a lot for a lot of signs, maybe because this is Gemini energy and we're talking about this full moon in Gemini here. With it in the reverse, there's a major decision that needs to be made. This could be talking about an actual love relationship, a union with somebody, a soulmate connection here. There's disharmony here. There's disconnection. There could be distrust. I don't know. I don't know. But there is a decision that needs to be made here with the Lovers and the 2 of Wands. And you need to be honest with yourself first, maybe about how you feel. Maybe this was about something that they did to you or about what you did. 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, Scorpio, what happened? Look at that. 9 of Swords behind that with the Devil. And look at how this 7 of Swords is looking back at this 9 of Swords. You could have done something that was really toxic. You could have done something pretty shitty here. No shade, no shade. I'm not you guys, once again, I hope you guys know I love the shit out of you. Okay. I love the shit out of you. I feel so connected to Scorpios that I feel like I could keep it real with you guys. And that's why I feel like Spirit gives me the raw messages for you guys. Like they're like, okay, you're gonna be the one that tells Scorpio what's up. Like, I don't know why you guys get really harsh messages from Spirit sometimes, but I'm seeing that for the most part, and I hope this is the case for my Scorpio readers, because I know you guys are water signs and you can tend to, take things to heart, right? Um, I don't know where I was going with that. I hope that you guys are open enough and strong enough to hear what I have to say and, be honest with yourself about what's going on. Now, this could be somebody else, okay? You could be wanting to leave a situation where someone did you dirty, okay? Could have been dealing with a Capricorn. It doesn't matter. I'm not even really picking that up. This is more just like something really toxic, something really negative. Um, Somebody could have some addictions here. You or the other person could have addictions. Either way, it's causing a lot of stress. It's causing a lot of anxiety. But the thing about this is I feel like it's causing you anxiety too. So even if you were this person that did something pretty dark, pretty gnarly, like maybe you cheated, maybe you have, like I said, like some addiction here, it's hurting you too. You don't want to be this way either. You don't want to do this either. That's why I feel like there's this openness to making this change, kind of, if that makes sense. Like, whew, Scorpio, this is gnarly already. Two major arcana here with major arcana right there. But these two major arcanas are surrounding this Two of Wands, so major changes surrounding this decision. Clarify this Judgment card for Scorpio, please. What's this Judgment card for Scorpio? Please and thank you, Spirit. Three of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. You guys, there was definitely some pain. And look at how she's holding her heart. So it doesn't really matter if you did this pain or you did this hurt or this you did this to somebody else. It's like, wow, you guys, whatever you did to someone, you did it to yourself, is what I'm hearing. I'm almost seeing like this boomerang effect. And I'm not saying you did it maliciously. Maybe some of you guys did. Right? Because behind that, I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. That kind of makes me feel like you were only looking out for yourself and your own feelings. Maybe just in that moment that you did this, I don't know. Maybe that other person was only looking out for themselves. But with it in the reverse here, this is an opportunity to release this pain, to overcome this, for optimism, for forgiveness here, okay? Especially if this is talking about a union, a love relationship here. What else for this Judgment card for Scorpio? What else? The Star card in the reverse could be dealing with an Aquarius, but this is the lack of faith in something. Maybe you lost faith in something. Maybe you're feeling very negative about, like hopeless about a situation here. What else for this Judgment card for Scorpio? King of Wands, Aries energy. I love that though, King of Wands. And you see how, look at this. You see how this Two of Wands is holding that staff just like the King of Wands is? They're even facing the same direction. They're looking to this judgment and they're like, okay, what do you got to tell me about this? Okay, Spirit, what's this divine intervention? Help me out here. And you're coming in, you're showing up as a fire sign energy here. Now, you could have been dealing with a fire sign or you have fire in your chart. It doesn't even matter though. You're showing up as the leader of all leaders right now. That's what I'm saying. There is some willingness here. You know, the King of Wands, he's very he's the leader that you want when you're about to go to war, right? He's energetic, he's experienced, he's very optimistic. Okay, that's why I'm feeling this openness. Like you could be, yeah, really worried about something, or this is very obviously very heavy, but you're still holding on to some optimism here. You could have a lot of faith in the universe, right? Or a lot of faith in spirit. Maybe you lost a little bit of faith in spirit and you're like, nope. Because remember, I'm connected. I'm connected to spirit. I can't lose my faith in spirit. I can't lose my faith in God, in my angels, and my ancestors, and my guides. I can't. And that's where you're showing back up as this King of Wands. Very charming, very fearless, action oriented, very passionate and honest. Okay. You got to be honest with yourself here. Let's go ahead and pick this up, which is exactly, be honest with yourself, you guys. Wow. Yeah, look at that, you guys. The Devil in the reverse with the Moon in the reverse. More major arcana, but you guys being honest with yourself about things that are deeply repressed. Maybe you have addictions that are shoved way deep down that you don't tell anyone about. Maybe you have a lot of imbalances, self-indulgences. I don't know. But this is it coming to the surface with the Moon card in the reverse. It's being brought to light. Okay. I'm going to jump over to this Lovers and clarify that, and then we'll go back to this Two of Wands here. So clarify the Lovers in the reverse for Scorpio, please. The Emperor in the reverse. Someone was very controlling, abusive, borderline narcissistic, but I don't want to say that because we're talking about writing these narratives, right? We don't want to solidify people in this energy, but this is somebody who abuses their power. They could be very stubborn, like I said, or they lack discipline. So this could be talking about you lacking discipline when it comes to those addictions, right? That's why I'm feeling like this energy of like you hurt somebody, but you're hurting yourself. So um, say you have an addiction to alcohol, okay? This is an example. It's really affecting your love relationship if you're in a relationship, right? Just an example. Um, you have no control over this, and you're like, you see that it's hurting that other person. You see it's affecting your relationship. You also see how it's affecting yourself, right? Not only physically, but emotionally and mentally, right? You don't want to hurt that person, but you can't stop, right? This is a lack of control over that situation, a lack of discipline. You could have been even be getting abusive because you're drinking, right? And you like look back and you're like, that's not me. How did I get here? Ooh, ooh, that's so trippy, you guys. Oh my gosh, that's why I was hearing that song. Okay, I was hearing Decode by Paramore before I started this reading. You know, she says, how did we get here? I used to know you so well. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just got a rush of like, wow. You guys, if you're dealing with a Libra, check that reading out. I started crying. I think it was Libra, yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe it was Virgo. I can't remember. Oh, I just instantly wanted to cry though. Wow. What else for this lovers in the reverse, please? More Aries energy too. You could definitely be dealing with a fire sign or an Aries. We have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yes, Scorpio. That's what I want to see because at one point you were feeling very left out in the cold. You could have also been struggling with this person, right? Maybe they were a ride or die with you. They're like, hey, I see you got this addiction, but I'm here. Oh, that makes me want to cry. Oh my God, you guys. It's a full moon today, okay? So it cut me some slack. I'm gonna cry if I want to cry. But this is improvement, Scorpio. This is an improvement in your hardships. This is that coming to an end here, okay? Positive change is taking place. One more card for the lovers in the reverse for Scorpio, especially if you were having financial issues as well, which could make sense. Yes, the Fool, a brand new beginning, a brand new beginning, Scorpio, a leap of faith here. This being honest with yourself and trusting the universe. You see how her arms are open right here? I keep being drawn back to this girl right here. This is you, Scorpio, male or female. You see how her arms are wide open to this judgment being cast. I'm telling you, you guys are like, this is a leap of faith for you to trust right now and to be honest and look in the mirror and be like, I did this wrong. Now, what do I do now? How do I fix this? I'm open. Like, it's a leap of faith, it is, but it's going to lead to something beautiful, a brand new beginning. Maybe even freedom from this relationship, you guys. Maybe that's what you needed. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you guys, but this is that's a clean slate. That's a clean slate is what I'm getting. 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, especially if you were in a state of remorse, a state of sadness. Scorpio energy too right here, you guys. This is trauma, this is mourning, heartbreak, unwelcome change, focusing on the loss, emotional instability, sadness, despair, regret, guilt, remorse. So you guys, if you did this here, you're looking back on this person and you're seeing them crying and you're like, what the fuck did I do? I've never felt this type of feeling for like you guys feel really bad. Look at you feel like you lost something. You feel like, I don't want to say you feel like a loser, but maybe you were publicly humiliated. Now this could be the other way around. This person could have done something really gnarly to you, you guys, and you were publicly humiliated by it. But you're walking away. We have the 8 of Cups after that. So no matter what, you guys, if this is you did something to someone and you just cannot shake it and you feel so guilty, you don't know what to do, you need to start by being honest with yourself that you did this and then open up to universe's judgment here, whatever that judgment is going to be for you. And it might not be pretty, but I see you guys welcoming it. And you're showing up as this King of Wands who's very like, let's do this. I'll do what I got to do. Let's do it. Right. But you will be walking away from something that you're emotionally tied to. Maybe you're really emotionally tied to this guilt, to this remorse, this regret of the situation. Now, if this is somebody that did this to you, it's just as harsh. It's just as deep. It's just as painful. And you're going to be able to finally let go of it and move forward, okay? And I think the being honest with yourself is that it did cause you a lot of pain. Wow. All right, you guys, I'm going to end that here. We're going to get final advice cards. If that resonated with you, you guys give this video a like, comment, subscribe, you know, the whole deal. I truly appreciate all the support from you guys. I don't know if I already said that. Did I already say that? I'm not sure. If you guys want to support me in any other ways, I do have my PayPal, my Cash App link below if you want to tip me. I greatly appreciate it. And all your donations go towards the channel, you guys. More cards, more pretty little lights, more candles and crystals, you know, all that fun stuff. But let's get some final advice for Scorpio here on the situation. Thank you. The world in the reverse, you guys. There's a need for a chapter to end. This is what's going to take place with this judgment card, but you need to be honest with yourself. What chapter is it that needs to end? What's no longer serving you? It could be your connection to this person that did you so dirty that Spirit's like, it's done. It's done. It's time to move on. Okay, but you have to clear something emotionally, right? Maybe they hurt you and you're like, I'm fine. They didn't hurt me. I'm just going to move on, right? And Spirit's like, come on now. Come on now. This is pretty gnarly. This is pretty gnarly. Okay. It hurts you. Be honest. You know what I mean? And if this is you did that to them, it's like, okay, I feel like a lot of you guys are already, you know that. But you might need to be honest with what comes in as your judgment, right? If that makes sense. What else? Final advice for Scorpio here. The Lovers upright. Oh my God, Scorpio. Major arcana here, you guys. So much major arcana. We started with the Lovers in the reverse. Here it is upright. There will be an opportunity for love again. If this is around love, you know, it doesn't have to be, right? This could just be somebody that was close to you. Wow. Wow. And this is that major decision that you make. Look, it's coming out right underneath that Two of Wands. So you will be making this decision in order to close out a certain cycle, a certain chapter that doesn't serve you anymore. One more card for advice for Scorpio. Also, you guys, both of these cards represent not represent, I don't know if you could see, I don't want to show too close because I don't want YouTube to get all weird, but they're all naked here, okay? To me, that's talking about vulnerability. Do you see how she's closing herself off right here? Not allowing her heart space to be open. But your advice here is to be absolutely vulnerable about this situation. Wow. Final card for advice for Scorpio, please. And thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Final advice for Scorpio. Knight of Swords. This is the quickest moving knight. Things are going to start picking up for you once you finally make this decision, once you finally be honest with yourself and you close out this chapter. You could be dealing with an air sign. Like I said, this is Aquarius energy again. It could be Libra or Gemini. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, you guys. Another major arcana with that Five of Cups again, you guys. I'm telling you, you will stay in this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse if you stay in this Five of Cups. If you stay stuck on what went wrong, the pain that you feel but not addressing it, right? You're just going to stay stuck. You're just going to keep seeing like negative external things taking place. You're just going to feel down on your luck all the time. It's time for this to close out, you guys. It's time for you to get clear in your mental body too. Like, be honest with yourself. That talks about communicating honestly with yourself. Knight of Swords, he is, you know, mental body energy here. He's very communicative as well. He's also very quick-witted. So this is about you, you know, not trying to prolong this situation, like not trying to give it any attention. Spirit's like, you need to face it head on, right? And listen to your intuition here too about this situation. Wow, this was pretty gnarly, Scorpio. I do feel like there's about to be a major shift here. A major shift. So long as you accept this judgment and be honest with yourself about what happened to you or what you did. And I don't, like I said, you're not a bad person, Scorpio, if this is you, if you did this. I just think there's something that you're bound to. Triple force on the timestamp. There's something that you're bound to that's toxic. We all are bound to toxic things, okay? Sometimes it's just deeper for others. It's more extreme, right? I want to know what this addiction is. It could be like third party situations. It could be money. Like you use your money in the wrong way. I keep seeing the tower. I keep seeing the tower, you guys. Something's about to come crashing down so that you can rebuild quickly too. Wow. I can't explain, like I can't see too far into the future here, and I'm going to end this because it's getting really long. But I hopefully I pick it up next week for you guys what's coming in. But something like I'm feeling very anxious in a good way. Like there's something coming in and I don't know what, and it feels exciting. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but that's why Spirit's like, be honest and be open right now to close the cycle out because something's coming in. Wow. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to leave that here. I hope that resonated with you. I'm sending you lots of love and light as always. Take care.